Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here. We are finally getting our first look at the new upcoming legend Belva, and it seems pretty interesting as Artemis the cat is right around it as well. But we also know about some huge meta changes coming with it, such as the Bocek bow looks to finally be coming back to the ground floor. We're gonna go over everything we know. We're also gonna go ahead and give out a Mirage Prestige skin. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So we are finally getting a new legend in season 25, and Apex Legends has been spoiling us a little bit with teasers. We obviously see the jacket right here worn, and it shows Belva is the name of the legend, or at least maybe something to do with it. It's got a pretty cool jacket. I hope the shoes actually match. It'd be cool to get some like Air Jordans on a legend, just saying hypothetically. Along with that, we got some really cool stuff. As in the second image, it shows that he does carry around arrows, which is pretty interesting. It is going to lead us into us talking about, well, the Bocek bow coming back to the ground loot and some other changes for season 25 that we have leaks on. Honestly, I'm pretty excited for this legend, and it will be really fun to have something shake up the meta. It's also going to be a legend that has another pet very similar to Ashe and Vantage, and that is the Artemis cat that you can see right here. It's been teased all over the map, but now let's go ahead and talk about what all this means for season 25 with the upcoming leaks and what we know about Belva so far. In fact, it looks like the trailer has already been put out on Apex Uncovered and a couple other sites, so we'll go ahead and play the trailer here now if you haven't seen it already, so you can get an idea of what Belva is going to be like in game, or at least in a cinematic version. Also, keep your eye out for Blisk.
I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. Falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. It's about to get critical. This moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets, they say my influence unbillable. We gon' make it grimy, they gon' get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest, so for real, nobody try me.
Already feel that it's size on me. I'm getting hooked up, down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. These 2 frowns, but my do stuff, I will not live in the privacy.
Go on and catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and check in. We bout to march, so if you not, get to stepping. I done told you who I am, but I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting the precedent, no mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set because our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of then my words is a laxative. It's go time, it's show time. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, but we bringing that no town. No staring this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
There was a leak put out on Twitter the other day. Apparently the information comes from Euro himself. But for season 25, Sparrow is going to be part of the recon class. Their passive is a sonar that detects enemies. The abilities, if you get caught in a trap, your movement speed will decrease. And the ult is a crossbow, which is the same thing that Artemis had. It's that Scorpion one, which also lines up with some other stuff we'll talk about in a second. However, I've also heard some other stuff about Artemis. It could be just because they're on a different build, but they have a large area of effects. It has an unfinished model and a bleed and slowdown. My source said that when they saw the build of Sparrow, the abilities were different. However, different builds have different kits. There's a passive. It's basically a buffed Ashe data knife. The tactical is the bear trap, which is similar to what Euro described. And again, the ultimate is the same with the crossbow. He also forgot to mention that another version had the pulse blade too as her tactical with multiple charges, but that was back when she was still Artemis. So overall, that seems actually pretty interesting. Along with that, AG420 found a ton of information the other day in the data mine files, and we've covered this before, but there's a bunch of legends there that were once leaked in season 12, and then some that have gone offline. But there's Scryer, Uplink, Jester, Blisk, Seismic, Gibraltar V1, Sepra, Tinkerer, Flux, Scion, a Fuse rework, which is still further down the line, Overdrive, Quantum, Arco, Neva, and Packrat. Which means that the dev team is working on a whole list of new stuff to come into the game. And the one that has caught my eye the most interestingly enough is actually Blisk. And Blisk is something that we have been looking forward to if you're a fan of Titanfall for a very long time. And he actually appeared in the takeover trailer for this season. Moy Pereira did a reply where he actually showed the image, and Moy was one of the senior lead animators. And it gives a little bit of credence to, well, the fact that Blisk might be coming in the very near future. In fact, one of my leaks I heard before season 24, and you can go ahead and see all this information was 100% accurate, like the Assault Class Legends are getting big buffs, heirlooms are going to be similar to signature weapons, Mad Maggie heirloom, Loba nerf, which we all saw, but the one on the top there is no legend, Artemis and Blisk are the options, meaning that Respawn might be dipping into that nostalgia to bring him into the game very near in the future. In fact, when he was data mined originally, there was stuff like the pilot kit passive where Blisk can hack survey beacons using his data knife, his My Ring, My Rules where Blisk creates a damaging zone powered by the arena's ring, and Standby for Titanfall where Blisk summons an auto titan to suppress an area. And there was actually gameplay showed of that, but what I find most interestingly is last season, Yoro himself and iLoot Games both found stuff that adds a lot of Titan related textures as well as animations to the game files, which could very well be that ultimate that is still being worked on and seeing how it would fit into the game. Either that or it could have to go with the whole caustic Titanfall pilot skin theme LTM they have coming up in the near future. It's always possible the Titans are being safe for that, but it seems like it could be something for Blisk, and that actually gets me pretty hyped. There's still a ton of other legends. We don't really know a release order other than Artemis/Sparrow, but there's going to be Sanctuary with the tactical stim grenade pain zone that Yoro let us know about. And then I also heard some leaks about Sparrow myself. Sparrow in the Olympus map update is coming for season 25. The bow check bow is out of the care packages and now use sniper ammos. Arrows are gone, which lines up with the ultimate for Sparrow. The Skirmisher class is getting a buff next season, new Legend mini passes test for the Legend Mastery, new rank rewards, and an alter buff for season 25 because when she released, she just wasn't picked that much. But all of that actually gets me really excited because I hope they start releasing more Legends very soon. We know that Apex Legends 2 is probably coming out in 2026, so maybe they're holding off on new releases until they go ahead and get the seasons and the next version of the game more set up. But overall, it seems like it does have a promising future. We'll just have to see if they go ahead and bump up the release schedule. All that being said, we're gonna go ahead and play some community clips now. Don't forget to submit your own to me at Thordan Smash on Twitter, but without further ado, let's roll it.
Are now available.
What are your guys' thoughts as Belva is a future legend, and do you think they'll be pretty cool? Also, don't forget to check out this video right here where I cover more Apex Legends news on the daily, and until next time everyone, keep slaying the Outlands. I'll see you out there.